Hi, it's Dan. This month's topic is weird, random, awkward, surprising, etc. changes of testosterone. I'm gonna pretty much focus on surprising changes of testosterone because I think we can all agree that the grossest change of testosterone is pretty much acne. But for me, in terms of surprising changes, there's three main main ones. Um, the first one is not so much surprising in that it happened, but surprising in where it happened, and that would be hair. Um, Obviously, you're gonna get hair everywhere and anywhere, but I mean, I can't say I really expected to get hair like here, um, or back here, or all the way down here. It really does pop up in the most random places. Um, I was also surprised by how much I like getting hair everywhere. When I first started tea, it was one of the changes that I didn't really care about as much. Like I wanted facial hair and more like leg hair, and like in the main spots I would have liked to have more hair, but I didn't expect enjoying getting more arm hair, for example. So that's been surprisingly good. The next surprising change was an emotional change, and a lot of people mention that on testosterone they find it harder to cry, or they don't get upset as easily, or they get more angry instead of being upset, and all of those things have happened, but I don't get as emotional or as upset when it comes to interpersonal situations, like about my relationships with people or interactions with them. That's something that has definitely become a lot more stable, and those things don't really tend to affect me on nearly the same level at all. And I can't remember the last time I cried from that kind of thing upsetting me. But what has happened, which has really been strange, especially because nobody really mentions this, probably because it doesn't happen to that many people, but I found that I get a lot more emotional in response to like watching things, or um, like external stimuli that has nothing to do with me. Um, Listening to certain music or watching certain videos. Like I can get really choked up like so easily at like the slightest hint of emotion. It's ridiculous, and sometimes like you even get like you can feel like tears are coming, and that's so interesting to me because I mean that kind of, you can get moved by something. I think most people get that, but now I'm just like so sensitive to it. It's crazy because like the opposite thing happened in terms of my actual real life situations. So I thought that was interesting. The last thing, which is kind of the biggest and the most welcomed surprise, was how much more I feel like my body actually belongs to me. Um, I knew that I wanted to transition and get surgery and things like that, and I knew that those things would make me happier, and I knew that those things would make me feel better about myself, but I didn't realize specifically that they would make me feel more associated with my body, because I did have a disassociation beforehand. And I think that's really interesting because you kind of, like, it sounds really cliche, but you grow into yourself and you grow into your body, and you stop having to ignore certain parts of your body. For example, when I got top surgery, my chest, I can actually think this is my chest now. Like, it actually emotionally kind of connects with me a lot more, whereas beforehand, I mean, obviously I didn't like it, but I just kind of couldn't connect with it at all. And now, even just growing with testosterone, I feel like it's so natural, and it was what was supposed to happen, and it's what has allowed me to kind of feel like I am actually growing mentally and physically. So I'll keep it short, or as short as I can do, really. Those were the three most surprising changes for me on testosterone. I would actually like people to let me know if that second change has happened to them, like getting more emotionally responsive to like videos and stuff, because like that definitely took me by surprise, and I've only heard like, you know, less than 5 other people mention it, and half of it was when I brought it up. So yeah, that'd be interesting to find out. But other than that, that's it for this month from me, and see you next time.